Yeah. So what is going on, everyone? Your boy Yakuti is here. Give you guys your review for Real Housewives of New Jersey season 11, episode 4. So never mind. I'm about to sit here and lie to y'all like I only got one page. No, I got two, a page and I'm gonna just say 3 pages worth of stuff. But that's cool. We here. We're gonna talk about it. But y'all know I'm a pontificate, so even if I had one page, we would probably be here a hot while. But that's okay. So we start off with the girls at Lake George. David and Dolores talk. Not really much of nothing there. What I gather from that is Dolores' whole thing is, they have issues, they can go away from each other, let time happen, and then come back. Translation, we just sweep shit under the rug, we calm down for a second, and then we come back and pretend like nothing has happened. But with that, for those who are listening, look, when you don't address certain situations head on, what tends to happen is those issues will manifest themselves into something completely different. So you'll end up running into that same issue. It's just masked as something completely different. But if she like it, I love it. So Joe B and Margaret Jr. talk. Now, Joe lies and says that, you know, the men didn't discuss the issue. And I have the feeling that maybe, just maybe, that Joe B was just like, you know what? They're not going to use this soundbite and this is not going to make it to the show. And, sir, you would be wrong. And Marge tells him that, they called Jackie in. What came of that? So the girls are now outside. They're having some feast. Damn it, look, it could be breakfast, it could be brunch. I don't really care. And Teresa calls her contractor, whose name is Tony. Wait, what you say? I like Dolores. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Put that up here. I like Dolores, but that's awkward relationship. I like Frank. Honestly, I feel like Frank is probably a better suit for her. And as I said last week, or maybe the week before, I just feel that she realizes that for all intents and purposes, that David is a outstanding guy, checks all the boxes and whatnot, and she's not one to let that go. So again, she like it, I love it. So Teresa calls her contractor, her pool guy, Tony, the guy that cleans her pool. And they have a little joke about that because he posted, I guess, a thirst trapping picture or whatever on one of his social medias. Who cares? So Teresa tells us that now that she had time to think about what transpired last night, or for us last episode, she's even more madder. So and she's even more matter at Jackie. And Teresa has thing of, and I believe Jennifer for the most part explained it, how okay, I'm done talking about this, I'm done talking about this, and then that's how you turn around bringing Jackie back up. Like, I swear I was at a point where I wish I would have had my drink ready so I could have drank every time she brought up Jackie's name. And it's funny that you have so many people saying on social media that oh, we should drink every time that Jackie says finance. Now, with that right quick, I might be wrong because I did say that he, works in the gym. He might still own the gym, but he does finances. And with him being in finances, yeah, if your personal life is not straight, no one's really gonna want to deal with you. So if that's the case, that's even more worse. What happened here? I think her and Frank are still together. I think we all do. I think we all do. I think we all do. So let me see. Dolores asks Jen after, so it's pretty much just those two, and asks her, when she's going to talk to Melissa about the whole Michelle thing. And Jennifer says, we'll see. So then now these ladies go to the lake. And all that really happened there is just some small chit chat banner. There was a gentleman on a different dock, and they asked what his age was for Teresa. They're on these little floats and whatnot. Them just enjoying the moment. What happened here? I think so too, but I think Frank is dating the younger lady. Well, I mean, They're not together. So it really doesn't matter. Jennifer marriage ain't no bad. Honestly, I would have to agree. And one thing that does concern me is the fact that this is the second season that she's using her extended as a storyline, but not here nor there. So the girls decide they're gonna go back to the house to eat. Jen decides she's gonna stay back, and then wants Melissa to stay back so she can finally have this conversation. And Jen brings up Michelle and the money. Now, I don't know how to feel because part of me feels that Melissa was doing some very horrible acting, very, very horrible. But it's clear that she knew about it because she was able to speak to it. And Melissa wonders why she thinks that she would like they would even get paid for what it was that they did. So I'm like, okay, seems a little fishy to me. And then Melissa also wonders if Teresa knew, and Jen is just like, I don't know if she know. So they rejoin. So Jen and Melissa rejoin the ladies. Teresa asks what they talked about because Teresa's always asking, "What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?" Like all up in the know. And I get the feeling that she thought they were talking about Jackie, so she could have yet another reason to bring up Jackie. But Melissa says, "I'm sorry." Melissa wonders if so Melissa brings up what happened, what the discussion was, and then she asks Teresa, okay, well, did you know about this? Teresa says no, and she doesn't know if Joe is doing some shady stuff. She was like, because you know how men are and whatnot. And this right here leads me to believe that she is still on the side of her ex-husband because we also, okay, I'm skipping ahead, my B. Teresa says that she'll talk with Michelle about this because they're supposed to be having a conversation on Wednesday. Teresa urges Melissa to call Joe. So Melissa goes to another room to call Joe, and then you even have Teresa outside, alluding to the fact that, well, I didn't know what my husband was doing. Now you knew, you was pretending that you didn't know. We ain't stupid. So she asked Joe, and Joe pretty much just like, the project happened. I paid him what we agreed that the money was gonna happen, but he feels that I guess since he saw what the project became and maybe how much money it might have made, called back and was trying to see, well, what all did you make? Pretty much alluding to the fact maybe that he wanted some more money. What I'm going to say is I wonder if there are contracts and can he produce it? Because you do have some people that they'll have a contract and then once everything is all said and good, they'll shred it. Hell to the no, y'all. For y'all listening to got businesses, y'all do contracts. Once you done, you better go ahead and have it scanned PDF. If you ain't got no scanner, grab your phone and do one of these. Look, click, 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 and have that shit saved in your phone because you never need it. That's if a contract was done. This could have been a gentleman's agreement where, a handshake. But I wonder. So Melissa goes back and shares with the girls what Joe said and really questions if Teresa knew about this. And okay, well now Teresa say, okay, well I don't know about. Okay, well you don't know about him, but now Teresa isn't showing any type of, just like, had it been any other situation that involved, if like, of course, tables turn. Teresa fucking pissed if she found out that they knew or if they weren't already living ready to sit here and go kick some doors down. But Teresa says, okay, well, I want to talk to her Wednesday, but she's a real good realtor. And I'm like, why she say that? See, that right there would have gave me all the pause that I needed. But Melissa shares with us that Joe Judice, which is Teresa's ex-husband, current husband, don't care. But he was on social media trashing Joe Gorga, and Teresa was mums the word. And for me, I'm looking at Melissa. If this is the case and she's mums the word, why are you still trying to see him play this game of you finna see him be loyal with her? But okay, all right. Y'all will get stung later. So we get Jackie with her brother Eric. Eric was on a cruise, I believe she said, with his wife. And for those who don't know, he has a learning disability. neither here nor there, but was on this cruise. He had contracted the virus, and I believe, if I remember correctly, they were pretty much at sea for like 30 days or whatever. So, that really made her worry because, she's always there to protect her brother. And, she catches up a little bit from what we saw. And then she mentions how, one of her friends and did her dirty. And she didn't go into details. And maybe that's because of his disability. I'm not sure, but just gave a roundabout way of, my friend said something bad. And her brother was just like, well, me, I would get over it with time. I just tend to, think of things that make me happy. And look, her brother, I applaud him. Because, I mean, that's how he looks at it, and life is different for him. Me personally, I ain't for let shit go. No, but again, I'm petty. I'm petty. It's something about Jill that rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, yeah. Joe's a little shy. Yeah. Now they say Mars Jr. started the. That's how it's looking. But I even said last week that based off the information that we got, Marge knew about it, but Marge wasn't really. She wasn't finna go there. Go there. So let's see. Oh, did I already flip the page? No, I didn't. So yeah, I already said that. All right. So now we have the girls at dinner, the big trip. They talk about quarantine and people being single and divorce and all the other stuff, all of that, which came with the quarantine, which we all knew. Marge tells them she has a book deal, and she mentions, sleeping with her boss and how that was going to be a part of the book. And then you have Jennifer, old judgmental at. Now, look, I agree with Jenna on the thing of there's certain things that I will probably take to the grave, but this is probably something you should not have an opinion about. If she wants to sit here and talk about everything that happened in her life, that is her prerogative. But see, this is the type of shit that gets you in trouble where you have opinions. And here's the reality: you can have an opinion about anything. There's a time and a place, and whether you should or you shouldn't share it. What? Who the hell is texting me? Put this on vibrate. My bad. I know y'all focus. I know. So then they talk about how good the trip was, and then Teresa yet again brings up Jackie. Whatever. So now we get Margaret and Jackie. It seemed like they probably had brunch, maybe, but they just had drinks. Marge tells her that the girls miss her. We obviously hey. How are you? How are you? So she says the girls miss her. Obviously, we know Teresa didn't. Jackie, thought that it would just be best if she didn't go. Like things would just run a hell of a lot smoother. Woo whack to woo. So then Mars says that, Teresa says things that, she doesn't always think about the consequence. Now, look, I love Jackie and I agree with Jackie, but if I was on the other receiving end, I probably would have had some words for Jackie because you just like, I know you're not this naive. I don't even want to sit here and think that you and I understand it. I do, but the way things can come off, and I do realize that I can have a tone, it comes off as being very dismissive amongst other things. But she's just like, look, I don't want to sit here and say the wrong thing to you. And I can appreciate, for the most part, Mars Jr. trying to be 10 toes down for both of them. But this is one of those where I wouldn't even try to mediate it. I really wouldn't. So oh shit, I missed my part. Where was that? So Jackie asked her about Teresa and Danielle. So since because you have uh, Mars Jr. trying to sit here and say, oh, can you just let it go? And this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. And then she hit it with a, okay, well, look, how about you and Teresa? And she said, well, that happened. She was like, okay, what about when Teresa told Danielle to grab your hair? Well, how do you feel about Danielle? And she's pretty much just trying to do the whole, well, I forgave them when, and Jackie looking at her like, now, baby, I know better. And if we're going to keep it all the way above, because as we get towards the end of this review, I'm really, really going to sit here and, y'all give me just like 15 seconds. I'll be right back. 15 seconds. Okay, maybe it was like 30 seconds. My bad. My bad. What did I miss here? I want to know more about Marge's past and her kids and the husband after Teresa pulled her hair. I wouldn't fool. Um, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, but Teresa didn't pull her hair. What it was is Danielle Staub was apparently told by the boutique owner to go pull her hair, and she shared this with Teresa. And Teresa said, "Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it." That's that whole thing. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I think that Marge got over it because she realizes, okay, well, now she held Teresa to the fire for most of the reunion, but she understands, okay, well, Teresa is Andy's cash cow, so I need to, do what I can to, stay on this show, which is all that is, which is cool. And I'm gonna call Jackie on that in a little bit. So Jackie plans to, give her husband a do-over B-Day party. And obviously Teresa is not invited. So now you get Teresa and Michelle at Teresa's house. Michelle's giving her pointers on, okay, we're going to take photographs of the house, but this shouldn't be here. I like this, do this, blah, 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 trying to ensure that when this goes up, it doesn't deter anybody from wanting to purchase the that hair stash was deserved. Okay, I mean we can agree to disagree. But all right. So as all this is being done, Teresa pulls Michelle to the backyard and says that she's nervous about the whole process and whatnot, but asks her about, her husband and Michelle's husband and her brother Joe. And she was like, well, he said that some money was owed. She was like, well, why didn't you tell me? And Michelle thing is, well, look, Jennifer asked me the question, I answered, and it was one of those where she did not have to go down that rabbit hole because I don't think that Jennifer was really asking all of that, but what the fuck ever. And Teresa tells her, well, until your husband speaks with my brother, this whole selling the house with you as my realtor is going to be put on pause. And of course, this was one of those where she's only doing it because she doesn't want to get the backlash that's going to come with it. I can appreciate her for doing it, but again, I'm going to call a spade a spade. So now we have party talk going on. So you have Jen pretty much letting us know, and even saying to her husband, that she's going to defend Teresa because they haven't had any rifts in their friendship, despite the fact that she and Jackie has. Yet at the same exact time, your kids play with Jackie kids and not Teresa's kids. But okay, you're only doing this because, of course, you want to sit here and stay cool with the cash cow of the franchise. I get it. I got it. But at the same exact time, if you're going into it with this mentality of I'm going to sit here and defend this person, then why go? I'm fully aware that this is reality TV. This is reality TV, and she is going to shoot a scene. But still, why? What did I miss? Hairline, aka Freddie. That's not nice. So then you have Joe. I'm talking with Melissa and him pretty much saying that, he's going to defend his sister, which that's him doing the noble thing, but also the issues that he and his sister then had, factor in Melissa, the loyalty thing and all that. That's all he just don't want to have to deal with the smoke and everything else, because this show has aged Joe Gorga quite a bit. And he even said, well, you don't bring up the kids. And here's the thing, y'all. I keep saying within certain groups, there are certain rules. And I understand in some groups, and there's the rule you don't bring up kids. I'll be the first one. I tell everybody, look, you come at me, you come for me. Ain't nothing the fuck off limits, okay? All is fair in love and war. So you open up Pandora's box, you finna get everything that comes with it. And I'm going to say whatever I need to sit here and pull your ass all the way about a character to make your ass mad, because apparently you want to come at me. Cool, I'm going to come at you. But okay, Joe. All right, I get it. Marge speaking with her husband, she pretty much says that she's not going to bring up Teresa because she feels that Jackie hearing Teresa's name might cause her to flip. Oh, wait. Why is Teresa playing with Tony the Pool guy? She needs to pursue. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Why is Teresa playing with Tony the Pool guy? She needs to pursue. She has nothing else going on. Well, maybe because from my understanding, I don't think that the marriage has fully dissolved. So I don't think she's trying to really put herself out there, like a loose woman. Anyone can get it. Facts. Facts. But again, that is me. But whenever I'm in a different, group that I'm not used to being in, I pretty much let it be known, like, okay, well, look, since I'm in this group now, this is how I am. Real talk. I'm a blunt, sarcastic, stubborn, uncompromising, petty asshole. Like, I'm cool, and all the other stuff, but you come at me, look, we gonna have a problem, okay? I start quoting Lil Wayne on your ass, play with me, then I'm gonna find your mother. I'm just saying, anybody can get it. What happened here? Teresa has the most disrespect. True, but I want to say over the I guess with season 10, we did see a different side. What's the girl? Gia has, definitely evolved, because when Gia was first on the show, couldn't stand her. And who was the now they got that one Melania. Now Melania is she crazy, she bad, but whatever. So now we got the party do-over. So Jackie says to Joe, to the Gorga, so Joe and Melissa, that she apologized for the analogy because it wasn't meant to be what it was. And I think this was more or less for Joe to hear, because she already said this to Melissa, and just getting her saying, like, it was truly nothing but an analogy. I was never trying to accuse, Gia of doing anything, crazy like that. And obviously, when you have somebody like a Teresa, you got to sit here and explain to other people, like, look, I know what she told you, but that's not exactly how it was and how the hell it went down. And I know a lot of people on Twitter was just saying, like, why? So she can offer them the apology, but not Teresa. You damn right, because Teresa still standing 10 toes and 10 fingers down on on her principles. I understand it. Okay, what happened? That I'm gonna say Gia was a mess. I'm gonna say was. Now, unless you know something I don't know, because again, I don't follow none of these people on social media like that. I'll say was. Okay. Said woo child Milan. Yeah. That Melania. I was just like, oh my gosh. And every time, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Every time Teresa kids came up on the screen, I'm sitting here just like, I wish they could have my mama for just one day in time. What's happening? But one day in time, I wish they could have had my mama, because they would have, my mama, my grandmama, my granddaddy, my uncle, my aunts, any of them, things would have been different. But anyway, so Joe feels like Teresa, was trying to let her know, maybe, like just trying to bring it to, like, how girls get and how women are. And Melissa looking at her husband like, really? Evan looking at him like, dude, what the hell was you smoking? And Jackie's just like, mm-mm. Now, Joe said in his confession that, he was just trying to stand up for his sister. And here's something that I'm going to say just in general, like on some real shit. Whether or not you have some people that are never going to sit here and speak negatively about a family or friend in front of the quote unquote op, but we'll check them behind the scenes. Since we haven't seen that behind the scenes check happen, I understand why he's going hard. I would have just been like, thank you for the apology. My sister's not here. It's my sister and I ride for it. I don't want to have that conversation, though. I know some people want to hear, like, but you can admit that person is wrong. But again, when it's dealing with, those ties and whatnot, you don't want to do it. Because like I said, I got friends that don't necessarily get along with each other. And this is going to bleed over into what I'm about to talk about. And hell, I was in Vegas with some friends, and hell, certain names will come up. I said, look, We all grown. Can you please don't talk about this person? They decide to talk about the person. I get up and I leave the room because I've already stated it. We all grown. I can't make a grown person do something, but what I can do is remove myself from a situation. And it's also in the event somebody try to be like, well, you know, y'all was there and y'all heard. I will not have my loyalty question. Not at all. Okay, hold on. Where we go? Why would she apologize to Teresa when Teresa's trying to make herself facts? Facts. I'm just saying that's what people on Twitter was saying, not me. Child, my mom. Back look. It was this one clip that I posted to my Facebook. I think I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm just not gonna play the audio because when I saw it, I captioned it whooping ass in a circle because that's exactly what it was. I was like, oh, I know this feeling because I didn't been there. Okay, let me make sure this volume is off. Oh, no, volume down. I don't know how to volume on. Okay, hold on, wait. Turn it back. I just want y'all to see it. Whooping ass in a circle. Do y'all see that? And oh, you finna get you sub too. Whooping ass in a circle. That is what they needed way back when. Let me see. I'm glad Joe realized he was reaching with that one. You know, but I can appreciate him for doing it. I hated that he did it only because what he and Melissa give is never reciprocated. And I don't know why they continue to play this damn cat and mouse game because, again, I ain't got to fucking do. Because you fat, not fuck that. Because is it for me, it's a difference between family and people who I'm related to. Family, you especially now, you got one chance to redeem yourself. Everybody else, it's a one done hit a quitter. I ain't got it to do. Okay, we got here. When they went to Puerto Rico with the granddaddy, Teresa allowed all four of her little girls to. Well, yeah. Laugh aloud. Side right quick. Yeah, just a nice old school. I know. Huh? Oh my god. Look, we don't know what the backstory was on. I'm just saying that's what them kids needed back then, but it looked like they better now. So, excuse me. Let me see. Thought about that. So the rest of the people get there. They end up separating where it's the men eating, the women eating. Jackie says nothing like this has ever happened with my family. Jen decided that, okay, I need to be the one to sit here and, play BS blocker. Now, mind you, Dolores is here too. Now, Dolores is mom's the fucking word, but Jen needs to be the one to say something. And I kind of get a feeling that it's like, okay, maybe she needs to solidify her spot. And also, I want to get back to the whole Jackie doing that apology, which I do believe it's sincere, but part of me also felt like this little apology that you're doing is just her trying to stay in good graces, because for a second it seemed like she wasn't even going to do the show. So it seems like she's trying to just keep the bridges open with the other girls, is what I think. Now, Jen says to Jackie, Teresa is not a malicious person. This is when I wish Bravo would have went ahead and showed that beautiful bean footage of Teresa being very fucking malicious. Because for her to say Teresa wasn't being malicious, then why didn't Teresa come to her with it? But you at my husband's birthday party, he trying to hook you up with a dude. And so while he's trying to sit here and, help cultivate a relationship with you and somebody else, you're trying to destroy his relationship. No, that was very malicious. But okay, Jen, I see you for your works. The guys say they don't believe that the issue happened, and they stand alongside of them. And I even feel that even Joe B, knowing what he knows, ain't finna sit here and really rat him out or whatever. And Jackie is just happy. She's beaming with joy to know that the men support him and know that this is a piece of BS. But Evan's whole thing is because he said, like, regardless of whether a rumor is or isn't true, there's always going to be that 20% that do believe it. And they are in a small community where rumors are going to grow legs. And what people need to realize is whether a rumor is or isn't false, by the time you get around to exposing the fact that it was false, it had already grew legs and it already reached 2 or 3 different subgroups. So it's hard to sit here and dispel it. And people keep saying, well, Jackie could have not talked about it and given it light. But let's be all the way honest. Jackie really did not talk that much about it from these 5 episodes. It's been Teresa constantly bringing up Jackie's name. But okay, people want to sit here and play dumb. So I said that. And then Jackie says that she could be in a room with Teresa, and she ain't even got a knowledge, they ain't got to talk to nobody. But I'm gonna also say this, Jackie, look, again, I've been watching reality TV for a hot while, and I know manipulative people, I know manipulation tactics, and you ain't stupid. Because what she made sure that she did is, I'm gonna have this party, I'm not going to invite Teresa. Now, catch this. If Dolores and Jen didn't come, then that would have, really made it clear, like, okay, we don't fuck with her. Our men can go be there, but we don't fuck with her, but they were there. So now we have 2 parallel events, one that lasts for a couple days, this one that was just one night only. That's all I have to spare. And you see one person was missing from each, Jackie from one, Teresa from the other one. And this is her trying to do a little bit of isolation and ensure that she has her time to fill with the other ladies. I see what you're doing, Jackie. I ain't trying to say you're bad, but I see what you're doing. I see you for your works. I'm sorry not to care about Miss Dolores. Is the blind loyalty for me? Yeah. But again, but her and Teresa love to hide behind, being old school. And okay, all right. I ain't got that to do. Do you believe Teresa and Melissa will ever get along? They're never going. Like, thing is, they're. I don't believe. I don't want to say never. I don't believe that they will ever truly get along. But the messed up thing is, it's always not Jackie, Melissa that has to eat crow to make things work. And I don't like that. But what I will say is, I think what's going to happen when we see Joe on the hell off is going to have something to do with Joe Giudice. Joe Giudice going to the blogs and talking shit about Joe Gorga. And I think he's going to be upset that Teresa ain't said nothing in defense of her brother, which means that you low-key are supporting your husband. Pink Brother says, nope, that ain't happening. Teresa and Jennifer is so jealous of Melissa, I believe. Teresa been jealous from day one. Jennifer wants to be a damn look like. Oh, well, I didn't think about the look-alike part, but I can see it. Melissa and Teresa will never truly like each other. Never truly. No. And Teresa don't want genuine relationships with anyone. She wants minions. That's all that Teresa wants. And it's annoying and it's nauseating, to be all the way honest. And again, nothing's really gonna happen to it because again, Teresa is Andy's cash cow, and unless Teresa says something that is way over the top of or that is beyond reproach, that's probably the only way that we won't see her on our screens. But what'll probably happen is she'll just have a season off, and then he'll bring her back because again, she's a cash cow. Let's see. So I think that's it, y'all. Like, unless y'all got anything else, I believe that's it. Plus, I don't want to be on here too long because we are having strong winds here in Chicago, and we're supposed to have rain. I don't think it's rain though, but definitely strong winds. And it don't take much to knock electricity and internet out. Wow. Fact, but that's the reality. She just wants people that are going to do what she wants them to do. And even with the last episode, when she ran into her room, then they followed behind, coddling her because she felt attacked. Okay. But again, when people do wrong, they don't ever want to sit in somebody having to tell them that, hey, you have done wrong. Whew, so I gave y'all more than I thought I was going to give you, but that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. Again, don't forget that I will be on Really BTV's channel tomorrow. I will be doing a live. It'll be a live panel. So me, her, and little baby reviewing this show yet again. I was actually on her channel earlier, and we talked about those dreaded basketball wives, and I can't wait. I think they got what, maybe 1 or 2 episodes left. I can't wait for it to be over because this is draining. that show is draining, and then doing that with this. And if y'all wonder why y'all haven't gotten any other reviews from me, is because between all of that and just life happening, and like I said, right now I'm getting ready for Passover, and there's a lot of preparation to get ready for Passover. So I've been trying to, put all my energy into that, even though I have not really had that much energy. So yeah. But hold on, what was it? I'm ready to see Jennifer slap you. I'm ready because that's all that she gives. That's really all that she gives. But okay, you all. Will you be reading scripture? For what? For what exactly? For what? Well, I need to know what I'll be reading scriptures for. I mean, if you're talking about Passover, like obviously there's a Seder that has to be done, so I'll definitely be doing the Seder. But like I said, right now it's mostly just me getting stuff clean and all the other stuff. And just a little nugget for y'all, for those of y'all who don't know where spring cleaning comes from, like I said, for the Jews, us having Passover, that's when you do a thorough cleaning, making sure there's no church announcement. Church announcement. I don't know. But a lot of cleaning does happen. And when you live in a group, society, neighborhood, whatever, and you see one house or maybe 2 houses doing something, other people tend to get in on it. So that's why you see a lot of people doing spring cleaning, and that's just for them to declutter. But for the Jews, is more or less just making sure that, I forget exactly what you call the grain substance. Again, my mind is not fully here, but making sure that there's none of that that's, in the house, and getting everything prepared for Passover. So it's a lot that I have to do here. So that's all that is. But but that is all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys back here next Wednesday. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see y'all for the next video.